Hey Dylan, how's it going?
Nothing much, Eddie. What's going on?
Not much. I'm just a little confused about what I learned in theology class today.
What are you confused about?
Well, it's just that there's so many things about the creation stories that just don't make any sense.
Well, you should know that there are so many things about the creation stories that obviously don't make sense, but they're meant to be taken as a myth.
Oh, okay. How could we believe in all the things that we learn?
Well, we use form criticism to note that the creation stories aren't a myth, and that each that there's deeper meanings and deeper reasons behind the creation stories.
Okay. And then the earth really didn't look like how the Hebrews thought it looked. For example, I got this paper today. Why did they think that the earth was covered in a dome? And why did they think that the weather came from chambers and then God would open the chambers? For example, if God wanted it to rain, he would open the chambers and make it rain, and hail and snow. And the earth was held up by pillars.
Yeah, this is a very good question. Obviously, back then the Hebrews didn't have the technology to know the secrets of the world. Obviously, we know nowadays that that's not how rain is formed. We know that it's like the condensation building up from the water that originally comes down from the rain. So obviously, we know that that's obviously not true. But in the creation stories, it's used to basically kind of simplify the meaning.
Gotcha. And then, how do we know that Eve actually came out of Adam's rib?
Well, this obviously, of course, we know where humans come from, but this rib analogy is meant to represent that the bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, that all men and women are created equal.
Okay. And then, why does God and Adam name all the animals?
Well, this is trying to show how the animals have a relationship with the earth and with one another.
Okay. And then, in the creation stories, the snake talks to Adam. Snakes don't really talk.
Yeah, of course. Snakes obviously do not talk, as we all know, but the snake is supposed to symbolize temptation and how the devil, in this case, the snake, is trying to make Adam and Eve go against God's word.
Okay. And then finally, how does original sin come from eating of the apple?
Well, the eating of the apple is just, once again, another symbol. And it's a symbol of how the humans gained original sin for trying to play God and not trying to be. They're trying to be like God, but not God-like.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you for explaining me this.
No problem.
I understand it a lot more.